If you're in high school interested in the National Guard while being in college, you're at the right place because I'm no recruiter. I'll give you my honest experience as well as the process you'll go through. I'll be covering everything from my personal experience in the National Guard as a college student, the benefits I get, and how my drill weekends look like. If you still have questions for me after the video, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll answer the best I can. So as a junior in high school, I had no idea what my future might look like. I knew I wanted to go to college, but I didn't know how I was going to afford it. 2 years later now, I go to Ohio State University, free of cost, with a monthly income, enough to pay my rent, utilities, groceries, gas, everything for myself. And it all happened when I signed the contract. My contract's 6 years long, but I signed in my junior year. And since I can't go to training without a high school diploma, I went to RSP for a year, every last weekend of the month. And after graduating high school, I went straight to basic training and AIT at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Took me a total of 18 weeks. No, it took me a total of 19 weeks. I flew back home mid-November after I was done training, and I started my college upcoming spring semester. There's a few videos on YouTube with real footages of BCT, and they're very accurate. So I'd recommend watching those if you're scared what you're gonna expect. So 10 weeks of BCT and anywhere from 4 to 52 weeks of AIT, depending on your MOS. BCT is made for most trainees to pass physically, but it could be mentally challenging. I've seen a lot of people that never worked that a day of their life just pass BCT like no problem. I'm not saying it's really easy. You'll have to put in the work, but if you're physically prepared, it's obviously gonna be easier for you. AIT is more like college. You'll most likely be in a smaller room with 1 or 2 roommates and have your electronics more freely. You also get like weekend passes where you can go out of base for the day, chill with your friends. So AIT is definitely more fun. You might be eligible to go to BCT and AIT on separate summers. It's called a split option. You can ask your recruiter if you're in high school. You might be eligible depending on what year you are. Being a weekend warrior doesn't affect your college life at all. It will probably boost your resume more than anything because your MOS counts as a job experience. So out of college, you'll probably have around 4 years of job experience in that specific area. So if it ties into your major and like what you want to do out of college, it can definitely help you. You might already know, but all your commitment as a college student will be 1 weekend drill every month and 2 weeks training in the summer. But nothing changes. You can be a part-time student, full-time student, and being a weekend warrior won't affect anything at all unless there's like, emergencies, which I never seen happen yet, at least in my state. But if they need you to like do something for the state, they're gonna call you. So all you need to do is sacrifice your weekend, just 1 weekend every month, and you'll get all the benefits. You'll still be a part-time soldier, serve your state, serve your community, all that good stuff. So right now, I have the Ohio National Guard Scholarship Program and the GI Bill Selected Reserve. There are different school benefits for different states, so I would do some research on your own state. But as for Ohio, the Army National Guard pays for full tuition for any public school that's in-state, and the percentage of tuitions for private schools. All the other fees you gotta afford for yourself. But for me, I live on my own, and I make my own food instead of getting the meal plan, so I only go to school with tuition. And I afford this rent and the food cost with my GI Bill, and it's just enough to cover my monthly expenses. Oh, I also get the paychecks for every month's drill, so it adds up just enough to pay my bills. I'll keep in mind that the GI Bill is only during the academic semesters, so it calculates the exact days of every month. If you go a full month of February, then you'll get the full GI Bill for that month. But if you end school, let's say March 15th, then you'll only get those days out of March. So GI Bill is only for the months you're in school for that month. Drill weekend will look different for each MOS, but one thing is the same, and it's PMCSing. PMCS stands for Preventative Maintenance Checks and Services. Basically, we go over all our equipment, making sure they're ready to go when we need it. Even like small things from gas masks to like weapons to Humvees to semis. We just go down the list. Make sure they're good to use. I personally haven't done any of my MOS stuff. I'm a 42 Alpha Human Resource Specialist. I haven't done any of my work yet in my unit because our NCOs take care of that. As a little private, I just take care of cleaning, just PMCSing all day, work on getting my military vehicle license and whatever they get me to do. Feel free to check out my short videos on what my drill day looks like as a weekend warrior on my page. Try to score at least above 50 on the ASVAB. It's gonna make you eligible for the GI Bill kicker, which will double your payments on a GI Bill. Because the regular GI Bill is around $400 a month, and the kicker is gonna add another $400. You'll get around $800 per month if you score above a 50 on the ASVAB. Also, high scoring ASVAB will give you much more choices for your MOS. And if there's an MOS you wanna be, but your ASVAB's too low for it, it's just unfortunate. You just can't do it. Overall, I'm very happy with my guard experience. Although the training might be hard, but it shapes you into the right person you need to be. And I met a lot of good people through the journey, my instructors, battle buddies all around the country. And one more thing is that I don't have to stress about student loans. I didn't want to be in debt straight out of college or reach out to my parents to pay for school. And it honestly works out great. I just want to share my experience for the people who are interested because high school me would have very appreciated this video. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my daily shorts.